Good afternoon, guys. My name is Wendy Valdez. I'm one of the team members of GOD Web Development Department. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to manage your store by adding, editing, or removing your e-commerce products. First thing we need to do is log in yourself into your website dashboard. You can do so by just typing your URL plus wp-admin. Then you enter the username and password provided in the document we sent you with the title name Website Report. Then you click Login, and this is how your website dashboard looks like. Here's where you can manage everything, including your products. Your store was built using a plugin called Woocommerce, and I would like to give you some insight on how does that work. It is important to point out that from Woocommerce, you can manage your store from a customer perspective, meaning how the info will look like to them, and from your perspective, which is all the product backup info that you may use. Let's start from the customer perspective and by the most simple and basic step, which is adding and removing products. In order to add a product to your store, you have to click on products, and you have the several lists of products that you currently sell in your store. Then you have the option to duplicate, view, trash, and edit your product. Then we click on edit, and we're going to focus on this main feature. In here, you can edit your title. Then you have the categories where you can choose from, depending on the product that you have, or you can either add a new category to your product. In this case, we're gonna choose a sample for it. Then you may select your product image. You can select it from here, or you can load it from your use PC. Then you select, and this is going to be your main image for your product. Then you may do a gallery by choosing any other related images of your product. We're going to choose some of them so you can see how does it look like. Then you may create a paragraph in regards to your product, which is all the information you want to put for the customers to know, and is more or less your description of the product. Then you may customize your price. You may select a regular price and a sales price. This is when you want to run a promotion. And then the inventory, where you can choose if you're out of stock or in stock. Then you may enable stock management, which is, for instance, if you have 50 items in your store, then you may let them know that you have that specific quantity. Then you may allow back orders or do not allow it, or you can allow it but not notifying your customers. Then we go into shipping, and then you're gonna input all the descriptions, for instance, the weight, the dimensions, and the shipping class. That way you may inform your clients and how your product is, the dimensions of the product. Then you preview your changes before publishing. That way you have an insight on how the website will look like to them. Once you agree with the way the product looks like, then you go back and you update and publish it. So let's jump to Woocommerce, which is the inside perspective from your perspective, which is you're the manager of the store. So we can set up your orders, and then you set up the shipping zones. And we would like to point out that this information is mostly set up by default, so you don't have to customize anything unless you want to specify something in regards to your product. Then we're gonna go to coupons in case you have a coupon that you want to run out. and then you specify the shipping zones and so forth. Then you go to report, which is an statistic tool where you can use from you know from your orders, customers, and stock. So if you have an order, you have the sales price, and you can choose from the 7 days, or you can customize the date range where you can get the information from. Then you go to settings, and you have the general options, which is the location, the selling location, the shipping location. You can customize this in case you want it. This is not mandatory, as I said before, but in case it fits your necessities, then you may do so. Then you have the products, and here you can put the weight unit, the dimensions, and then we go to shipping. Again, you can add the shipping zone, the checkout. This is how the checkout page will look like, and you can customize it. And this is just everything by default, so as I said before, you don't have to do anything in here. The account type is all set up, and the emails here, you can customize your new order email, the cancel order, the fill order, and then you can include the content type. If it's text, and you can choose the email from which you're gonna get that email to. And then this is it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and we try to make it as simple as possible, and see you next time. Thank you.